Time for the Local Business Spotlight on 570 News Radio.
And we are joined this morning by Faisal Susiwala, broker of record with RE/MAX Twin City, Faisal Susiwala Realty. Faisal, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How about yourself?
Excellent, thank you.
Glad to hear that. It was a big morning with that announcement on the inflation rate dipping below 2% year over year for the first time in 4 years. And now the big question is next Wednesday, Bank of Canada announcement. Some are saying it could be an aggressive cut. What are you thinking?
Yeah, for sure. This 1.6% CPI is a pleasant surprise and certainly below what was expected. So that just strengthens our conviction that we're going to see a drop of at least 0.5%, so 50 basis points coming on Wednesday, and that is welcome news in this market. We're already seeing an uptick in the market right now with buyers, saying we better jump in now because if we wait for a couple of more cuts here, the prices are going to go up. And of course, in contrast, sellers are saying, well, maybe we better wait till spring to sell because we will benefit from the higher values as a result of the lower interest rates.
It's interesting when you talk about that market, Faisal. I get the sense, but I'm not on the inside of it like you are, so that's why I'll ask the question. But I get the sense that we've kind of grown accustomed to this new reality. There was some real sticker shock early when interest rates began to rise, but I feel as though we've kind of adapted to this new market. Is that what you're seeing out there right now?
We are, and the first 3 or 4 cuts did not really have the impact on the market that was expected because it's sort of hey, we've seen you cry wolf before, and we don't want to go. We're not falling down that trap again. So this time around, with the consecutive drops and the target of being in that 2.5% rate by the end of 26 is really a promising message that the Bank of Canada is putting out there for buyers to really start thinking about getting in. And of course, it's all relative. If you wait to sell until next year and you get a higher price for your home, you're certainly going to pay a higher price for the next home. So if you're just cashing out, retiring, going into a rental, or moving out of the country, then you definitely want to wait until next year. But other than that, it's definitely a good time to join the sales approach right now while buyers are hot to get into the market again.
Okay, let's talk for a moment about the home that we may have today and perhaps an upgrade or something that we would do to it, because I saw somebody doing this in my neighborhood and it made me curious. Solar panels, Faisal. What are the advantages and disadvantages of installing solar panels on your rooftop?
I cringe at the thought of having solar panels installed, or when I approach a listing and I see solar panels, I know I'm up for a battle here because the challenge we're having is insurance companies don't quite understand it, and they are not insuring homes. Many of them are not insuring homes, I should say, that have solar panels, or they're rating them higher as a result of the maintenance costs, removal costs. If your roof goes and you need to replace your roof shingles, the solar panel company will do this once at their cost, but the second time around it's your cost. And I've seen this happen, but the insurance companies are not up to speed with how to insure this third-party material that is on your roof. So you really need to investigate whether or not your insurance company is on side. You have to make sure your bank is on side, because there is a lien that a solar company will put on your property as well in order to secure the value of their solar panels if you're leasing them. So there's a lot of variables here, and the contracts are very difficult to understand, and they do tie you in for 20 to 30 years, after which time, of course, you're the beneficiary of the income that they produce. But for the first 20 years, because they installed them for free, you're really just paying them. So if you're not planning on being there for a long time, be very careful on putting solar panels on your home.
Excellent guidance, as always. Faisal, appreciate your time on the show. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Faisal Susiwala is a broker of record and the number one RE/MAX agent worldwide with RE/MAX Twin City, Faisal Susiwala Realty. You can reach him by phone at 519-624 5555.
The local business spotlight, where your business comes first. 570 News Radio.